Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer Barnes. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And in today's video, we have a little bit of a different setup. So I'm actually in my room and I'm sitting at my vanity area. And today is gonna be a chit chat. Get ready with me. I am going to do my makeup and just chat it up with you guys and let you know what's been going on in my life update. I got some things I want to share with you all because I really feel like God has been definitely teaching me some lessons about being resilient and perseverance, and yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna get started with are my eyebrows, and I will have all of my products that I'm using down in the description box. But this here is the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil, and I have it in the color Soft Brown. I love it. It has a spoolie on one end and the product on the other, and I'm almost out, so I have to re-up on this. But I love it. But as I'm doing these, let's get into what's been going on with me. So I originally decided to do this video last night. So this was not the video that's supposed to be up on the channel today. But I had some issues. So I sat down to film this video, and not this video. I sat down to shoot a different video last night that was gonna be up on my channel today, and I shot the video. I was having some issues, not really issues, but I was trying to what was I trying to do? I was trying to get a certain shot, certain angles, and it just wasn't working out for me. So I asked my husband to help me, which he did, and I was satisfied with how it came out. And then towards the end of the video, my camera died, or my phone died. So if you guys didn't know, I don't have a camera. All of my videos that I've shot thus far have been with my cell phone. So my phone dies, and I'm like, okay. And I was a little irritated because I was like, dang, I'm towards the end of the video, but I wasn't really tripping. I was like, I'll plug it up when it comes back on, and I'll just, finish it or whatever. So we plug up the phone, my husband plugs up the phone, and when he does so, he's like, the footage is not here. I guess it didn't save because we didn't save it prior to the phone cutting off, like dying or whatever. So I was immediately irritated, and I was doing a fashion video, so I had my last outfit on that I was going to showcase on the video. And he was like, well, let's just shoot this look and shoot the outro, and then you can redo the rest of it, tomorrow or whatever. And I was like, nope, I'm just gonna scrap the whole thing because I'm over it. Like, I'm so over it. And so I was frustrated. There were some other things that were going on in my life, which I will get into in a minute. So I packed up everything because I was shooting in my room and not in my studio. So I packed up everything, put everything back in the our home office where my studio is, and I went to bed. And as I was in the bed, I was just so frustrated, and I'm like, what am I gonna film tomorrow? Everything that could go wrong has been going wrong this weekend, and so it was just a lot going on, and I was just like, what the heck? And I was like, I have no footage, because originally, the holidays are here. It's October, so I have a few events planned leading up, or a few activities leading up to Halloween for the kids, like going to the pumpkin patch, carving pumpkins, going Halloween shopping for costumes, and so on and so forth. And so I wanted to vlog all of that and share that with you guys. I have a lifestyle channel, and so I like to share my life and so on and so forth. And so we go to the pumpkin patch this past weekend, and it was hot, and the kids had a good time, but they were also irritated. And I just, not shuffling, but well, yeah, I'll use that word, shuffling 3 children, because I had my niece with me, and a dog was a little hectic. And so I wasn't able to get all the footage that I wanted to get. And so I came home, I looked at everything. I was like, no, I'm not really happy with this footage. And so I'm not gonna upload it. So I'm like, okay, well, scrap that. I don't have the pumpkin patch video, so now what? So then I was like, well, we're still going Halloween shopping this weekend, so let's do that. And so my husband ended up not being able to go because he had to deal with some work things. And then I took my Otis with me, and he was just not enthused. They didn't have any of the costumes that he probably would have been interested in. With the pumpkin patch situation the day before, I was like, there's no way I'm vlogging this Halloween shopping experience because I just don't feel like vlogging. These eyebrows take a minute sometimes. But anyway, so long story short, needless to say, nothing was going my way. And everything that could go wrong was going wrong. And I was just frustrated, and I'm just like, what the heck? So I go to bed last night, and I'm looking for my foundation. So I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the color Y425. And I'm also going to be using this, the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. Normally I use one or the other, but lately I've been kind of mixing them together, and I like it. And the Tinted Moisturizer has SPF in it, and I really need to get some more because I'm almost out. But anyway, so I go to bed and I'm frustrated, and I'm just like, everything that could go wrong has been going wrong, and I'm just over it, over life. Like, I'm just over it. And so then I get to thinking, and I was praying, and I'm like, you know what? I need to do a video about this, because I cannot be the only one where you make plans and things are not, I forgot my primer, you guys. I cut the container in half because I was running out and I wanted to get all my money's worth, okay, honey? So this is the Milani Prime Shield. It is a mattifying primer because I have oily skin, looking like a grease ball. And I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a whole bunch of products in here that would be in the trash if I didn't cut this container in half. Don't act like I'm the only one that does this, because I know that I'm not. Oh Lord willing, I wake up and tomorrow's a new day, i.e. today. And I say Lord willing because we move through life like we make all these plans, and we just know that we're gonna wake up tomorrow, and that's not the case. So I'll say, you know, Lord willing, I wake up tomorrow and I have a better attitude about life, and that's that. And my friend, I was on my way to sleep, my friend called, we had a few laughs before I went to bed, and I felt better. And I told her, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a video about dealing with setbacks and, you know, just pressing on, as my mom says, because life is rough a lot of the time, more so for some than others, you know. And like I was saying, I feel like God has been allowing me to go through some things, have some setbacks, and still accomplish my goals and my dreams, but not in the manner in which I thought I was going to. In His timing, not mine. And I know, like, that can be frustrating to hear for some people, especially for me at times. But that's just what it is. I like to dab my complexion products on my face and then blend them out with my sponge. I'm using a Real Technique sponge, and I would normally wet this, but I'm lazy. I would normally get up and wet it with water, but I'm lazy. So I'm gonna just be wetting it with some Physicians Formula setting spray, because I'm lazy. I should have a spray bottle at my vanity area, and one day I will, but it ain't today. So anyway, not just in the past few weeks or few months, but I feel like this lesson I have been God has been teaching me for a while, and basically that is that I will accomplish my goals and God will give me the desires of my heart, but it's in His timing and in His way. And so I used to be this type of person where if I... It's kind of hard to talk to you guys and do this makeup. I don't know how people do chit chat, get ready with me all the time. Anyway, so I used to be the type of person where if I had a plan, you know, I was that person that had like a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. This is what I'm gonna do. This is exactly how it's gonna work out. And over the years, God has blessed me with the knowledge and willpower and all those things to achieve my goals. But I've never achieved, not never, a lot of the times I don't arrive at my goal the way that I thought I would. So what I realize now is that this may be your goal, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna go this route to accomplish X, Y, and Z. And really God is like, no, you're gonna go this way, and then you're gonna go this way and that way, and then you're gonna reach your goal. And I used to be so bent out of shape about like, it's not working out the way I thought it would, and so on and so forth. And not even, you know, living in the moment and realizing like, Summer, God has truly blessed you. And a lot of the things that you prayed for and worked for, you have received from Him. But you're so hung up on the fact that you didn't accomplish the goal the way you thought, or you didn't take the route that you thought you were going to take, and you're mad about the process when the end result is the same. And so I feel like I've been learning that lesson over and over and over. And so now I'm just like, Lord, I don't care. I don't even care anymore. Like, I don't care. I mean, I don't care how I get there. I don't care if it's by a bus, by a plane, a boat. I don't care if I gotta walk. I don't care. I'm like, Lord, I just want to get there however you see fit. And so that's where I am now in life. Yeah, that's where I am now in life. And so, of course, even with that realization, I still have my moments like this weekend where I was frustrated and I was just over everything. But at the end of the day, everything was fine. The kids had a good time. And ultimately, we had a good time as well. Obviously, every moment was not peachy, but we still had a good time. And which brings me to my next point. So as I lay down and I'm frustrated, I'm like, what am I gonna film? I'm trying to be consistent on my YouTube channel and put out content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now here it is Sunday night, and I've attempted all these things over the weekend. None of them turned out the way I thought they would. What am I gonna do? So I look at my phone again, just scrolling through my gallery where my photos and my videos are. And lo and behold, the footage from the video I was shooting last night is all there, even though my phone died. So I was like, look at God. Won't He do it? Won't He do it? Thank you, Jesus. And don't get me wrong, I had already decided that I was going to reshoot the video. And although I was frustrated, I was like, you know what, such is life. We have setbacks, and I'm just gonna redo it. So even if I got in the bed, looked at my phone, and the footage wasn't there, I still would have reshot it. It still would have turned out great, and it still would have been up on my channel. But just the little things in life. So like I said, looking in my phone and realizing that the footage was there, even though we didn't see it earlier, everything still worked out. And to me, that was just a little sign from God telling me, like, even though you're going through all these different things, like, I'm still here, I'm still with you, and everything is gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be fine. Things may not be the way you want them to be, but it's gonna be fine. And so I am not gonna get emotional in this video. Nope, not doing it. So next I'm going to put on some concealer And this is the NYX Got You Covered, NYX Got You Covered Concealer, waterproof. And this is in the color GCC03 Beige. Now, I used to mix this with, what is it? I used to mix this with my MAC because the MAC, I don't even know what shade this is. I've had it for a while. But the MAC is more, it's closer to my skin tone, but it's not as full coverage as I would like it to be. And the beige is a little lighter than I would want it to be, but it is full coverage. So I would mix the two to get that perfect shade that I would like. However, lately I've just been using this on its own, and then once I set it with my setting powder, it all works out. I've just been having setbacks. I have some other things that I have going on. I don't really talk about it too much because I just want to keep some things to myself, and I'm very mindful of who I share my goals and dreams with, because you want to surround yourself with people who are going to uplift you and not people who are going to tell you like, oh, you can't do that, or oh, you're too old to do that, or it's too late, so on and so forth. So some things that I have in the works I won't be sharing until much later, but in any event, with that being said, I am working on some things to further my career in the healthcare field, and I had to take an exam recently, and I didn't do well on the first. I did not pass, and I was very upset, very frustrated, and I called my sister, who is younger than me, and I brought her age up for a reason, but anyway, so she's younger than me, and I called her and I was frustrated, and she sent me some scriptures and we talked about it, and she prayed for me and I prayed about it, and it just goes to show you that you can definitely receive wisdom from people, no matter what the situation is, no matter what's going on in your life. You never know where your words of encouragement will come from. Oh my goodness, my eyes are watering up, and I'm not gonna cry because I'm doing this makeup. But anyway, so I talked to her about it, and she was like, everything happens the way God intended it to. She was telling me instead of looking at it in the negative, look at, what is the lesson that you can get out of this, and what is God trying to show you? Because you're gonna retake the exam, you're gonna do well, you're gonna pass, and you're gonna move on. So in the meantime, focus on what God is trying to show you. What is He trying to teach you? What is He trying to teach you? And so, of course, I was like, yeah, you're right. But also in my mind, I'm like, yeah, that's fine and dandy, but that's not really what I'm trying to hear right now, just having finished this exam that I didn't do well on. So, anyway, I prayed about it. I continued to study, and I retook the exam, and I passed. And not only did I pass, but I did very well. And what I got out of that was that, once again, just being resilient, persevering through whatever's going on in your life, never give up, and just continue to work, keep the faith, and all of those things, because God has a plan for your life, okay? He definitely has a plan for your life, and nothing and no one can stop that plan. And no matter what setbacks you have, things are still going to happen for you. I'm using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder just to set everything, not everything, but to set the concealer that I just put on my face. And I know I look completely crazy right now, but it's gonna come together, I promise. I'm going to be using the Rich Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the shade Light to Medium. And it has the contour, sculpt, and highlight. And ooh, as you can see, I definitely use the contour. And I don't know if what I do is really called, it's really contouring, but I just call it adding a little color back into my face, because once I apply the foundation and the concealer and all that, I look kind of flat as in terms of everything being one color. So to kind of marry everything together, I'm going to put on some setting spray. Kind of blend everything in. I didn't realize how much I would enjoy filming this chit chat, but I like it. It's definitely the first one on my channel, but it will not be the last. I'm gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. I love it. As you can see, it is dirty because I use it a lot, and these are my colors. And truth be told, I don't necessarily feel like you need an eyeshadow base. I've seen people use concealer, and that works fine too. But since I have this, I'm going to use it, and when it's gone, which will be a while from now because I don't wear makeup that often. Like I put it on for my YouTube videos, but in everyday life I probably wear makeup maybe like once or twice a week. So yeah, so it'll last for a while, but once it's gone, I'll probably won't replace it. I'll just I'll just use my concealer. So I'm just blending it out, and since it is fall, I'm going to do some fall colors, and I'm gonna start with this brown shade right here. My life has not been perfect, nor will it ever be, nor will I expect it to be. And perseverance is definitely a lesson that I have been learning lately. And if you are not new to my channel, then you know there's a saying that I say at the end of all of my videos, which is remember to do something that your future self will thank you for. And the reason I say that is because it's so true. Like a lot of times we think about the here and the now and what's going on and what's not going our way, but if we take little steps every single day to go after the life that we want and to do the things that are going to set us up for our future, a year from now, 2 years from now, heck, even 6 months from now, your whole life could be different if you start now, whatever that is, whatever that looks like for you. I've been wanting to start a channel for probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, but I was always concerned with like, how is it gonna work out? What are people gonna think? You know, what are they gonna say? Are they gonna wonder why I have a channel? What am I doing? Am I wasting my time? So on and so forth. And I was like, you know what? Enough with the excuses. Enough with, you know, worrying about what other people are gonna think and so on and so forth. And so I just went for it. And I just recently celebrated a year of being on YouTube. And looking back, there are some things that I've learned. I've been on this platform for a year, a little over a year, but I just recently became more consistent because there's some things that I want to do and some things I want to accomplish, and I have a vision as to where I want this channel to go and the things that I want to do. And I was like, you know what? if I want these things to manifest, I have to put in the work. I can't treat this as a hobby that I just do every now and then, here and there, if I want to reap the benefits that I could potentially reap from the fruits of my labor, you know. And so I was like, I'm gonna put out videos 3 days a week. And I was like, I'm, you know, furthering my career off camera, and I'm raising children, maintaining a household, being married, all these things. But I was like, you know what? I can do it. I can do it. It's not gonna look pretty all the time, and it's not going to be perfect all the time. And now I am going to take just a lighter color from up here and soften out the edges. I'm excited. I'm excited about my channel. Like I was saying, although I've been on here a year, I just recently got really serious and consistent about it. And I'm happy with the feedback. I'm excited about the content that I'm putting out, and I just really, really enjoy it. Let's see here. Next, I'm going to take this reddish color right here. It's a lot. Outer corner. And if that plan doesn't work, I try something else, because I know that the route may change, but the destination is the same. And that's what I had to realize. And I think that's the lesson I've been learning these past few years, is that things may not go your way, but the outcome is still the same. The plans that God has for you are the plans that He has for you. And it doesn't matter how long it takes to get there. You're not on anyone's time except God's timing. And I'm pretty sure we all know that His timing is definitely not our timing. Okay guys, so this is the final look, finished product, whatever you want to call it. And I like the way it came out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I just want to remind you guys that no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what you're going through, no matter what setbacks you're currently having and experiencing, you are still winning, okay? You are still winning at life. God is still looking out for you. He has not left you nor forsaken you. And with that being said, I pray that you guys continue to do things that your future self will thank you for. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.